How does Microsoft only have 80 billion in cash if they have made 270 billion in profit over the last 3 years? Where did the other 190 billion go? Investments. No point in hoarding cash beyond what you need as liquid assets, it gets taxed. Why would Microsoft keep cash? Cash is a really bad way to keep your money. It loses value with inflation. If you use money to put elsewhere, then that money gives you a return. Much better. Like anything about Microsoft, but likely assets and investments. Land, buildings, new tech, etc. Investments into stocks. Reinvesting in the company, such as hiring more workers, experimenting on new tech, etc. Paying their CEO ludicrous amounts of money, too, I'd say. Cash in your hand makes a profit. Cash invested makes money. Cash invested reduces taxes. It went into investments. Philanthropic donations, probably returns on dividends as well. You don't just leave cash sitting there. Probably investments, so they can write that off from taxable assets. Better to invest your money again than give it to the government. Part of it is acquisitions. For example, Activision Blizzard for 68 billion. Cash says value over time, while acquisitions should, in theory, make money, especially if they have synergy with the rest of the business. Profit and cash are totally different things. Profit is the difference between two balance sheets. Cash is net ongoing and outgoings. Unprofitable companies can be cash-rich, profitable ones can go insolvent. Maybe investments like science or new infrastructures. Check the cash flow statement in their annual report that states the cash they got in and that went out. Do you think that all company profits just go into a piggy bank and aren't used for anything? Salaries. New buildings. Have you seen their new campus? With the 8,800 space 4-story underground parking garage? Data centers aren't cheap and have huge operating costs. Free beverages in office buildings. They opened 120 new data centers in 1 year and spent billions on GPUs to support their AI efforts. As a Dutch accountant, it's interesting to read these replies on posts like this one. Tax structures work similar in most countries, but there are so many differences when you start to look into other different tax structures. You can also see the difference in the savingloaning culture for personal finance. So just the warning for everybody who reads this, take the advice on here with a grain of salt. Assets. Microsoft has 88 billion in cash, which is likely their determined optimal amount. It's bad to have no cash, but it's also bad to have too much. Debt payments, investments, and dividends. 270 billion is a lot to keep on hand in a liquid state. Microsoft can take part of their profit and pay off any debt they've secured to financing construction of campuses. Investments can be other stocks and companies, or improvements to their current buildings such as remodels. Dividends to shareholders are self-explanatory. Investment. I think that it's a common misconception to think that people and businesses which are making a lot of money just sit on that money. Most often, they spend that money. For businesses, that is usually spent in an attempt to make more and better products for consumers. There are some assets kept on hand to weather market shifts and unexpected problems, but in general, they use that money to make things better for themselves, and in a free market. That means better for the economy, and those in it. In a sense, the majority of that 190B is being distributed at some point into the pockets of people like yourself. Goes through the double Irish with a Dutch twist tax loophole, like all core do.